Hello. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Hi, we can hear
Yeah.
you.
Perfect.
Hello.
Perfect. Hello, guys. How are you? All good? Sorry about last week. I was in the conference and forgot to say I was not going to join for the community call. Hopefully you still got your POAP, right? Did you get your POAP? No. Okay. let's say you did. Um, okay. So this week, as you know, well, the big thing was the DevCon. As you know, we do our team meetings twice every year. Once is for the France conference that was in, I think, July this year, and then the second one is for DevCon, and this is actually the fourth DevCon to which the Kleros team goes. First one was in Mexico 17, then we went to Prague, then we went to Osaka, and so this is the fourth one. So really happy to keep involved in the Ethereum community. So, well, as you know, it's a good opportunity to see other team members, and so work together, build bonds. When you are working in a fully remote team, there's sometimes that you don't know the personally the other team members. This was actually the first time I met like Arjun, for example, who is from India. So yeah, a good opportunity for that. One of the big things and the bigger highlights was William's talk on a topic that really, for me, it's super interesting and super promising, which is the applications of SBTs into Kleros mechanism design. I will let William make some little introduction to that, and maybe someone can share the link to the talk in the group.
Yeah. So the main ideas are about how, like, what happens if you sort of incorporate sort of social layers, soulbound tokens, into the juror selection process for Kleros. So already, like there's the social layer of humanity, and you ask, okay, like, how does the security model of Kleros change if you only allow each person on to be drawn as a juror like once, and they have to be on proof of humanity? So you have this extra civil resistant mechanism, and then you can sort of expand this with this like additional new experimental social layer of saying, okay, if I have like different social SBTs that attest to my involvement in different kinds of groups and organizations, different experiences, different kinds of qualifications and attestations to my experience. Then, like, if you want a diverse selection of people, diverse voices, there's been various research that has shown that sort of crowdsourcing becomes better when people have different points of view and different backgrounds. You can try to draw them in an anti-correlated way, drawing off some of the kind of ideas about using anti-correlation to weight funding and quadratic funding that was discussed in the original SBT paper by Weil, Vitalik, and Olhever, and like try to bring this to Kleros. And then the punchline of my talk is basically that, like, there are promising directions here, but there's still a lot of research to be done to find a good weighting function that would be attack resistant.
Awesome. Thank you, William. So do watch the talk. I mean, it's really fascinating and answers also a bunch of questions people typically ask about Kleros and about diversity in the pool of jurors and all that. So this is a really fascinating path for research. So we had that. Then we had a little event during the conference, and you might have seen William also into the ball pit. I have to say, I forced you to do that, right, William? I mean, you were totally opposed, but then, I made you, right?
Well, I mean, I was not enthusiastic, but consented.
I mean, you have to live, the child one has inside. I mean, in the go out for a while and have some play. I mean, all work and no play. You know what happens. Comes a dull boy. Okay, so we have that. We have already the fellowship in full swing. It's already, as you know, a couple of weeks ago, we made selection of people who were accepted for this batch, and they are now doing their research. Then we still have our incubator open now, so you can participate, you can apply, and if you are building some project that is connected to Kleros in different ways, by the escrow, by curation, by Oracle type of use cases, you can apply, and if you are selected, you will get support from the team. We already have chosen 2 teams. One is building tools for centralized work, and the other one is doing work based on real world assets, which is something that, as you know, we have been interested in for a while. I've already mentioned many times the work we have done with Maker on real world assets and how Kleros can be used for collateralization or for curation of which assets could be used as collateral. So one of the projects we have for the next incubator cohort is working on that. Let me ask if maybe you, Abir, you have anything to say, to add about this?
Sorry, add about what specifically? I was busy
About
doing
anything,
some
about
matcha.
anything.
Well, I mean, stuff's going on. I mean, I think we can tell the guys we just submitted our article, right? That giant article we were writing on. So let's hope for the best. Other than that, me on my part, I've just been sort of, because now that Hong Kong's opened up, I've started going to all these sort of legal events and fintech events and sort of shilling Kleros on my behalf here. Just yesterday, I had a somewhat promising talk with the director of a pretty large translation services company of maybe potentially, bringing them on to sort of the Linguo platform. So I was actually right now typing up my email with the relevant links to him to see, if he's interested, and then perhaps we can schedule a talk with him about that. But other than that, I've got nothing much to add.
Yeah, as you know, so Linguo has had a new product manager for some time now, so you can enter the platform and see you can start working as translator in the platform. So maybe you can make some money there, and so do go into Linguo and see what's in there. Then a bunch of different conversations with potential partners, some of them quite big, but still not under liberty of getting into detail because these are ongoing conversations. We have quite scaled, the business development team in the last few months. So now we have, as you know, Wang Mian, and then there's a bunch of interns. Well, I see Marcos here. There's also Ioannis. So yeah, I mean, we are in touch with more projects. We have more bandwidth for getting in touch, and more bandwidth for assisting them into the integration. So this should speed up some things moving forward. Actually, with Marcos, we went yesterday to the offices of Meta and to make a little presentation of Kleros and discuss a number of elements regarding content moderation, which, as you know, this is something that interests us. We think that it's potentially an area where Kleros can make a big contribution. You, of course, already know about Kleros Moderate or SUSI. This is something we are exploring and seeing what are the best ways to develop a go-to-market strategy. Okay. So we have that. Then also, after DevCon, a bunch of team members are on vacation. I mean, the DevCon week is quite intense. So I don't have any update for now for V2, as JB is on taking some days off. So there is that as well. Don't know if I have. Maybe am I forgetting something, Annabelle?
Yes, if that is all on your side, I can thank you for coming on last Tuesday to the Kleros party in Bogota. Maybe you have seen videos and pictures of the party. That was very, very nice. We had a very smooth party with the community. It was really nice to meet you again, and we had also very beautiful performances with the tattoo artists, very legendary body painting. Also, you can check this out on the Twitter. Notably, there were really nice activities, and thank you if you are there. Thank you for coming, and if you were not there, you definitely missed something. So then don't miss the next one, wherever it will be. But we are trying to do something that is every time a new experience, and also something that enables us to spend a good moment together after being remote for a couple of months. So stay tuned for the next one, and thank you if you were there. Yeah, that is all. And last week was very intense with the
Yeah,
conference.
I was also really happy, that that DevCon took place in Latin America, and that everything went quite smooth, and nothing happened of all the things people were like saying. Oh, we're going to get kidnapped or robbed or killed. So me being from Latin America, for me it's a great thing that everything went smooth, and yeah, none of those fears were materialized, and Colombia is also a really big crypto adoption country. So it's great that it was great to bring DevCon to Colombia, actually. And well, I'm biased to Buenos Aires, but yeah, and at least we did it. We got to do it in Latin America. I will maybe let Jean give some update from his side if he wants.
Yes, also participated on a panel about DAOs and a governance process
Oh, I
on.
forgot. Yeah, sorry about that, Jean.
Yeah, no problem. And on Ethereum Latam, because we had the hackathon, and then there was one day that we had this other conference called Ethereum Latam, and then the DevCon. And yeah, and about governance issues, there's also some proposals that I would recommend you taking a look right now on Proof of Humanity DAO. And right now, a new proposal was posted to establish the conditions for a fork in Proof of Humanity. As everyone knows, there's like a lot of political fights in the community, and lots of many of us think that the forking is the best solution, and the solution that generates less friction, and probably will execute both two visions for what Proof of Humanity could be. So yes, I recommend you commenting on that and expressing your support, and also of course support Clement. There's like a long discussion thread, but you can see what has been discussed before. So I recommend commenting on that as well.
Okay, well, thank you, Jean. And I think that that's it. Maybe Shotari, you want to add something about Susie, or?
Sure, yeah. So there are some pending updates to Susie to allow wide support across many different Telegram groups. So this just means, basically faster Susie v2 goes vroom. Yeah, there's multi-language support. There's a few extra features here and there, and still collecting feedback. So I think this iteration of Susie is sufficiently robust to start trusting to work reliably in more high stakes Telegram groups, larger Telegram groups than what we've tested so far. So I'll push that into the production version of Suzy this week, and keep you guys updated.
Yeah, any of you who think, I mean, or are interested in contributing to Suzy development, I mean, Shotaro is looking for people to interview and learn more about how we can, well, make it address better the needs of different, I mean, customer segments. So do reach to him, and I think that's it for today, guys. Okay.
Could I add one thing really quick?
Yes, sure.
This is just my opinion, but there's a new emission and inflation ideas being pushed right now. And it's not that they're necessarily bad ideas. They're just so controversial when we're also forking proof of humanity that I would recommend anyone who's a proponent of those to push back that maybe 3 or 6 months until everything is more solidified.
Okay, I mean, there is no really any plan for that. I mean, I saw these discussions on Telegram. I mean, no, there's no plan from the team to push any of that, at least for the time being. So, I mean, don't worry. I mean, it's not a agenda thing for us. I mean, we are more focused on adoption and growth than all of those things. We would like to have more stake, you know, part of the tokens, because it makes, as you know, the court more secure. But this is not something that we are thinking about any inflation and stuff at the moment. So I wouldn't worry about that.
Hey, well, that covers it for me. So thanks.
Sure.
Okay.
I'll make comments because I've been making a few posts on this topic in the trading group. I do this on purpose to like have a conversation in the open, and it's not like there's a lot of discussion happening like in the cooperative or amongst developers so much. I'm like purposefully and intentionally trying to have the conversation in the open, just gathering ideas. And it's not like there's anything, you know, cohesive or any consensus. But yeah, just trying to have conversation in the open, but point taken about, you know, there's a lot going on, so maybe it's not the right time to talk about this. So yeah, but good.
Yeah, that's my only point on it. The discussion's been great, but it maybe just isn't the best time. But thanks for discussing.
No problem. Well, then that's it, guys. You can claim your POAP. Thank you for coming, and see you next week. Okay. Bye-bye.
Right. Thanks a lot. Bye, everyone.
Everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Belle, can you stay?